Welcome guys to 2016. Welcome to my channel. It's my first review, my first video of 2016. I took 2 weeks off because, I was like, alright, nothing in January is going to come out. No new movies came out. Last week The Force came out, but I was like, you know what? That can wait. That can wait. So I was like, okay, this weekend, a new Michael Bay movie and Ride Along 2 came out. So I was like, okay, why not? Let's just watch the sequel that was so anticipated and that everyone clearly wanted. And as you can guess by the tone of my voice, yeah. Ride Along 2. So Ride Along 2 is the sequel to the first Ride Along that stars Ice Cube and Kevin Hart. And essentially what the film is about is pretty much kind of the exact same as the first one, but now they're in Miami. And there's a couple of characters added. And there's no character development for any of the characters, and the story is pretty much non-existent. I love Kevin Hart. I think he's freaking hilarious. Go on Netflix and watch some of his stand-up comedies. He's hilarious. I really like the guy. But I felt that in the first Ride Along, it was mainly him trying to deliver all the laughs, while everything else in the movie, it was not doing anything for me. And while the first Ride Along, not great, or I would even call it decent, there were still a couple of laughs in there. I was like, you know what? I didn't hate it. It wasn't the worst thing I saw. So for the sequel, I wasn't excited for it. I was like, you know what? Let's see if it may not be even a great movie, but if there might be some enjoyable moments in the film. And I gotta say, the sequel is it's worse than the first film. Now, I didn't hate the movie. There were parts in the movie actually that kind of made me laugh, but the rest of the movie is just not funny. And for a comedy, its job is supposed to make you laugh. And when it doesn't do that, yeah, it's like watching a stand-up comedian trying to deliver funny lines and the entire house is dead. Yeah, that's how I felt for watching Ride Along 2. Again, the same complaint that I had with the first film. Kevin Hart, he is trying his best because in the script, it gives him nothing to do. So you see that he is really trying to give a funny performance, trying to make the audience laugh. But it's just not working. And I love Ice Cube, but he plays the same character as always. The guy with a stern face. He's great at that. But in Ride Along, it wasn't that funny. While in this film, there were times I was like, okay, you keep doing that, You can still have that stern face, but just be funny. The thing is, he's like that, with a stern face, and he ain't funny. They just don't give him anything to do. It's just mainly Kevin Hart. And there are these long sections in the film where nothing funny happens. They don't try anything for comedy. It's just these long, boring sections. I'm like, there's nothing comedic happening right now. And if the story was engaging, I probably wouldn't be thinking that. But since the story is not engaged, you don't care for anything that's happening, you just want to see something funny, it just feels boring. And the scenes with the villains were boring. And they felt out of place at some points. I was like, great. Yeah. And some of the dialogue in the movie from the villains too, I'm like, wow. That was great. Overall, Ride Along 2 is worse than the first film. Nothing has changed. The film is edited weird too at points, and there were some points in the film where I was like, you know what? That just felt lazy to me. Kevin Hart, he looks like he is trying. He is funny, but he is trying so hard because there's nothing in the script for him to do. The script gave him nothing. And Ice Cube, I love the guy, but in this movie and in the first Ride Along, this stern look that he has, the character, it's not working. Now, if you want to see Kevin Hart and Ice Cube in something funny, go watch the Conan video that they were in where they take this girl out because she's trying to test her skills for her driving test. Now that video is hilarious. It's an 11-minute video, and that 11-minute video is funnier than this entire film that is an hour and 42 minutes long. That 11-minute video funnier than this film, which is kind of sad. But I recommend watching that video because it's really hilarious. I'll put the link in the description below. I'm going to give this film a C-. Again, not terrible, but I just hope they don't make a Ride Along 3. If they do, oh well. So guys, that was my review for Ride Along 2. What did you guys think of my review? Did you guys agree with it or did you guys disagree with it? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, have a nice day.